Paris Olympics, where rugby will be shown in front of full houses in the French capital for sure. A year after that, exciting time for rugby and rugby sevens. Exciting time for rugby sevens in Uruguay as well, even though they weren't able to preserve their status on the World Series this year. Have a full season behind them under their belts as a core nation, and it has been a great experience for sevens in the country. Not a great 30 seconds or so, however, for the under-20s team here. They've been marched backwards by the 14 men of the USA. And what a boost it would be for the US to get on the scoreboard with a numerical disadvantage. Mackay this time finds his man. He'll go in and look for the ball 5 meters away. Can the US do to Uruguay what was done to them at the end of the first half? Mackay's close now. He'll look to fire himself towards the line, and he gets there. The hooker over for the USA. And they keep themselves in touch. Doing it all with one man down with the sin bin. He was meant to be on the bench today. Hayden Mackay. And instead he's taking a starting role and a starring role. To reduce the deficit to 3. That's been knocked over by Hugh O'Kennedy. So 3 points the difference. Icaro Amarillo gets us underway. He'll go high. Taken by the try scorer, who is really flaring his nostrils now. For 3 points the difference. O'Kennedy's kick. Icaro Amarillo here is gets us underway. He'll go high. Launches taken by the try scorer, one for the who is really flaring his nostrils now. For 3 points the difference. Tommy Hannon. O'Kennedy's kick. Icaro Amarillo here is gets us underway. He'll go high. Launches taken by the try scorer, one for the who is really flaring his nostrils now. For 3 points the difference. That's going to stay in. Tommy Hannon. O'Kennedy's kick. Icaro Amarillo here is gets us underway. He'll go high. Launches taken by the try scorer, one for the who is really flaring his nostrils now. It's Santos. For 3 points. Heavy collision from Manuel Rosmarino, the number 8. One of 5 players to play for the successful Peñarol side in Montevideo. Here comes Santos. Little bump into Hannon, but he's allowed to play on. But not for very much longer. Ran Santos there, playing for the US under-20s and following in the steps of both his brothers, who have appeared for the USA under-20s in the past. And the reason why that match stopped so suddenly was because of injury. Chance for both sides to take stock. And if you're just joining us at this point in the match, it has been a tight contest all the way through. Uruguay racing into a 13 points to nothing lead before the USA started to bare their teeth. And with their inside centre and captain, Dom Bessag, leading the way, they created opportunities to cut through and get themselves right back in the arm wrestle. Scotland coaches there, interestingly watching on. They recorded a 64 points to 33 victory against Zimbabwe earlier today. 15 tries in all across that match. It was a thrilling one to watch from a neutral perspective. Scotland coaches there keeping a particular eye on the USA because it is USA against Scotland in the next round. That takes place next Thursday, with the final round of group stage matches taking place on Tuesday, the 25th of July, before the final rankings match on Sunday, the 30th of July. It is 15 days, 4 games, and the winner of this competition here in Nairobi will be qualifying for the Under-20s Championship next year. And from 1 to 23, a couple of changes. John Wilson heading back on the field after a yellow card. Here is a shot of how the injury occurred. It's number 8, Manuel Rosmarino, who has stayed down. Heavy collision with Jaden Brooks, I think it was. Replacement prop from the USA. Massive front row that the US have been able to field here. They're starting front 3, each over 100 kilograms. There's the US. There's been quite a lot of shuffling around of players in the squad since they qualified for this competition, with back-to-back victories over Canada. It's due to bring in quite a few different faces, as some players haven't been able to take up their positions in the team due to other commitments, university or studies. So they've shuffled their cards, and yeah, it has been able to field other players and develop more talent at this level.
What is it? Yeah. Shoulder. Was it the last one?
Let's take a high ball. Jaden Brooks is
captain
involved in the tackle here.
Oh, yeah. Just was on the offside line.
Involved in the tackle.
It's tight. It was
Bill Sherman, I think.
Extra
yeah,
step.
extra
Okay.
step.
And
Yep.
then, I don't know. I think my prop who got yellowed.
Yeah.
He has hearing problems.
Okay.
Sorry, but he told me that he's getting pulled straight down, and he said he's trying to do everything he can to stay up, but he's just getting pulled right down.
Good. Yeah, we'll
yeah, I don't know. I'm not a scrummer, but that's what he
we'll
told
have
me.
we'll have a look into it, mate.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
There is Arturo Tenhover, one of the few players who is based outside of Uruguay.
Okay.
He's based in France, but with Uruguayan parents.
All right.
Been able to represent Los Toritos. waits for his turn to come on as a sorry sight and a very sad one indeed to see. Manuel Rosmarino being stretchered off.
Wait, boys.
Well, all our very best thoughts are with Uruguay's number 8 for recovery, which
all right, perfect.
Compete again.
Here's the mark back here, boys. Mark back here
for his safety as well. So Rosmarino
back on.
is off, replaced by Tenhova.
Scrum down. Black ball.
5 minutes in the match remaining, and it is shaping up to be a tight one between these two.
Crouch! Bind! Long bind, Sit! Hold. Use!
This is scrum, holds firm. Hannon. O'Kennedy. Put it up very high to come back on the side of Tukuafu.
Okay, no advantage.
Side
Yes,
centre does his best
a
to
good
tidy
turnover.
up.
You go back here. Bring him on.
It's,
Knock off.
in the end, a good result for the USA.
Remember what I told you?
Great position
Keep
to
the
launch
line
an attack from the centre field scrum. Guillermo stood actually the coach of Uruguay. He was a former test level prop, competing in both the 1999 and 2003 World Cups.
Bind!
He is overseeing a team which
Sit!
has a good scrum down in South America, competing against the teams which
Balls out,
these under-20s will play against, but it's not necessarily the type of scrum which they think could necessarily challenge the bigger nations competing in this under-20s trophy. But so far, against the USA, it's holding up very well.
Yeah. That was good, so let's keep it that way, okay? Yeah, let's go. Crouch! Bind!
So this time, Uruguay scrum.
Sit! Hold! 8.
Penalty reversed.
Yeah.
Battle for the good opinion of Tavita Loccovereni, our referee, continues, and the US on the right side of it eventually. So Hugh Kennedy, who studies in Ireland at Trinity College, puts a hefty boot through this.
Time off.
Born to 2 Irish parents, but born in the United States.
Thank you.
So able to compete for the 20s. There's been a lot of organisation to this
You got the match in?
American backline.
Yeah.
Irish players renowned for it at every level of the game, and O'Kennedy no exception.
Stop once!
Lineman is good.
Come. Use it! Use it!
Here's Mackay. A jink from the replacement scrum half, Solomon Williams. And back to DeVos.
Stay.
This man in the pack for the USA. Here's Mackay, maybe the most dynamic.
That's okay, no. Play on.
Williams to the number 8s, Christians,
Check hold, 10, blue, out.
who has come up through the
No,
Western
balls
Province
available.
age grade rankings. The US is number 8 in South Africa. Dylan Fortune, Williams, bringing in Will Sherman.
Advantage. Offside. Number 20, blue.
Now it's up to the backs and O'Kennedy, and this is one for Toiaivan to chase.
Was playing advantage. 20, blue. Number 20, offside. You're offside.
Setup was good from the US. Did have the advantage anyway. What do they do from here? It is the decision to try and level up the match.
Here's the mark with me. It's a penalty, mate. You're pushing your luck.
The kick to level up proceedings. 2-0 Kennedy. Strikes it cleanly, it goes through the posts. And we are at 23 points each. The USA having come back from a 13 points to nothing deficit early on in this match. And they have now tied things up.
Yeah.
Kickoff goes well over
Tackle!
the top of the initial jumpers. Williams.
Tackle now, away, blue. Okay, lost now, blue.
Kennedy. Interesting choice to have shuffled the halfbacks around quite early on in this second half. Simon Williams replacing starting 9 Tommy Hannon. But Williams in that last attack.
You happy with space, Craig?
Something a bit different.
Yeah.
Perhaps a running threat. Not that he's cashed that in just yet, but he's certainly shown the ability around the fringes that in Uruguay have to be very aware of.
So it's
number
recognized
21.
and removed, so he's gone.
Bertolotti. Needs a bit more time.
Is he gone? Okay. Good.
Bertolotti going low here. Textbook tackle, really. Except for the fact that he didn't get his head round the outside of the legs. Instead, they were caught in between.
Okay. Wait. You all right? Time back on.
Maximo Lamelas, son of former test hooker Diego Lamelas, but his throw in doesn't go to a friendly hand. It's the US who come away with it.
Yeah.
Williams.
That's okay.
Stop. Kennedy. There's chasers after this. Jonathan is Sosai Pongi, and he's leading the charge here. Good defense in the end.
Tackle.
Corbin Smith is on for the USA, and he had high hopes of chasing that down too. Gain of ground for
Tackle,
the USA.
Release Black. Push back, hey. Push back on the hindmost. Push back, headgear. Use!
Joaquin Suarez has an enormous boot on him from a box kick, and once again he's found a great touch.
Okay, time off. Yeah. So number 2 blue. Okay, number 2 and number 9 blue. You're off. Wait.
Front row changed the foot with
Let's wait.
Garcia coming on in the
He's
front
still
row.
changing his boots.
One of a decent number of Uruguay players to play for the Peñarol side. Franchises that competes in the Super Rugby Americas competition. Peñarol having won that competition this year against sides from Chile and the USA, Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay even involved. Peñarol, the champions this year, and there's several players in this side now. Now look at Dominic Bessak putting speed on the ball and cutting back against the grain. goes Tukuafu.
Rock!
Once again, the US into Uruguayan territory. Taken on by Will Sherman, the lock forward. Mackay, the hooker, slightly stutters with the ball when he's caught. Williams. Very good hard line cut off him. That was Dylan Fortune. O'Kennedy wants space outside to be run into. Santos with the pass over the top.
That's okay. Yes, I was holding on. Let's go back to the advantage.
That promising work stifled in the end by Uruguay.
I got it, Craig. Is this the mark, Sam? Money? Happy?
Play
Time is off.
again needing to come to a halt whilst
It's number 1 blue.
an Uruguay player receives more treatment.
Time off. That's 2 penalties around this area. Okay, for offside. One was before, number 20, now number 1. Okay? Have a word. Yeah.
This was where it happened. It was Fortune who carried so hard, and Francisco de Feminis, the man who bravely went down and took on those legs which were
Chain, anything?
furiously pumping towards his direction,
Money?
taking a heavy knock
All
in the
good?
process. He's been good today. De Feminis really lively in attack. The open side. And one hopes we're not going to see a second Uruguay player from the back row depart so soon. Well, Rose Marina, the number 8, has already gone off.
Which play are you talking about, Money?
It doesn't look nice when you see it in slow motion, does it?
No.
Heavy contact. Those feet quickly, Francisco de Feminis, and undoubtedly a check needing to be made on him after that collision.
Yeah. Bring him on.
Also with the penalty to go into the lead for the first time in the
Come on.
match.
Offside, number 1.
Kennedy lines it up and drifting slightly to the right, but going through. USA 26, Uruguay 23, as we come up to the hour mark. High kickoff from Amarillo. He's been very adept at giving his chasers the ball to hunt down, and it's looking like it's worked out on this occasion. Taken in by Bertolotti.
Okay, tackle. Stay.
Pedro Oblot. Now scrum half. A little juggle with it from Amarillo. Tries to return.
Stay. Use 9.
Oblot onto Arturo Tenhover. He's guilty of not rolling away after making the tackle. Both Uruguay and the USA have won the Under-20s trophy in the past. Uruguay winning it way back in 2008, the first ever edition of this competition in Chile. Since then they've had various third-place finishes, fourth-place finishes. Never been back on top of the podium since then, as the USA won the competition in 2012. Good line out from Uruguay. Francisco Garcia. He went in on the ball. It looked like it was well set, but the referee spotted something was amiss. And now it really is kicking off in Nairobi. Not just tempers flaring, but tempers boiling right over.
Okay, walk away. Hey, okay, walk away. Walk away.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Walk away first. Good, move back. Move back. No, no. Move back. Move back. Hey, Captain.
Both sides need to be calmed down by the officials slightly, and Tavita Roca Vareni does
Hold your
just
boys.
that.
Okay, hold your boys. Okay, time's off. Okay. Initially there was just a push and shove.
Yep.
And then the headgear from number.
Give me
Yeah.
space, please.
Move back. I didn't get the number, but he was wearing the headgear.
Yeah.
The guy with the green headgear.
Yeah. So what I got is after the penalties
Yeah.
uploaded, USA 21 go in and make contact with the body and try to get the ball.
Yeah.
And that's how everything started.
Escalate.
And then Blue 21 start to shove the blue player.
Yeah.
And that's everything started.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're telling me blue number 5 and 21?
So Blue 21.
Blue 21.
So USA 21 start
Okay,
the
black.
whole thing.
You mean black?
Sorry, Black 21. USA
Okay,
21.
21 and number 5.
Correct.
I'm sending them both for yellow card. Okay, 21
Yeah.
for starting everything. He
Yeah.
escalated everything.
Yeah.
And then number 5 came
Number
in.
5 with the
and
headgear.
yeah.
Yep. And then
And then I started push and shove.
yep.
Okay.
And then the penalty restart.
Reverse. Goes.
So for me, the penalty should be reversed. So it should be Uruguay ball
Yeah.
instead of USA because USA start the whole thing.
Okay. Happy.
Yep.
All right, Captain. Captain, come here. I'll have a word with him first. Just bring it up. Sorry, I'll have a word with you first. There. Is it number 21? 21, come here. Okay. Look, I've awarded the penalty. Okay. There's nothing in it, but you started it. You started the whole thing.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I apologize.
Yeah. So you're going to the bin. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. Have a word with them.
So the upshot of all that,
penalty
another
was
yellow
already
card
used,
for the USA
and
to
then
contend with.
Okay.
So
have a
it's
word
their
with them.
penalty now or still ours?
No, I'll have a word. Walk away.
The last yellow
Number
card
5.
period didn't
Number 5.
see them impacted all that much. They scored during it.
Can I ask?
No. I'll do the
Now
talking.
again, down to
Okay.
14.
There was nothing in it. Okay. You came in from the side and then you started pushing and shoving. That escalated everything. Okay. It's a yellow card against you also. Okay. For me, because they
However,
retaliated.
that will be
number 5
balanced up
coming in.
with
Penalty is reversed.
Uruguay
Goes to the USA.
being shown a
Okay?
yellow as well for their part in this fracas.
Walk away. I'll have a look into it.
Solomon Williams,
We got
you
the mark
might
here,
say
Tim.
the man to start this as he went in to try and take the
Time back
ball
on.
out of Uruguay's hands. But this
Number
really
5
the
coming in.
frontier where
Escalated
yellow
everything.
cards were
There's a mark.
earned. So both teams down to 14, and ultimately nothing much changes. 26 points to 23.
Time off.
Hugo Kennedy nudging the USA
Okay,
into
number 1.
Uruguay's half
Time is
again.
off. Number 1 and number 11. Substitution. Number 1 and number 11. Wait, Chin. Are we all sorted with the subs? Okay, number 11. Number 11. Yeah. Is walking to the far side. Yeah. Time to go on.
Off go the USA into the midfield and puncturing another hole in that right blue defence, and looking to do the same on the outside. Well kept in.
Okay, tackle, knee to ground, release, blue.
Good opportunities in the midfield now. Lovely along the line from Fortune and Mackay again. O'Kennedy. Logan Bollinger. Santos up from fullback. Now cutting through goes Corbin Smith, one of the 18-year-olds in this team. It's a good sidestep, isn't it? Uruguay flying out of the line.
Leave it, blue.
O'Kennedy, Bessag, the captain, looks again for Bollinger. O'Kennedy, Will Sherman. The US going through the phases. Slightly unstructured stuff from the US, but it's working out for them. Popping up on the right flank was Cameron McAlpine.
Okay, on the ground.
And that penalty comes. Mackay goes.
On the mark.
He'll be hauled back.
Mark is over here.
McAlpine is the figure on the floor.
Time off. Got an injured player.
He's such a rangy back rower. Cameron McAlpine finds himself quite often in these sorts of positions. On the outside, scored a very, very good try against Canada in one of the matches which booked the USA's plane ride over to Kenya for this competition.
Stand back on.
Someone who's really impressed me
Pins
today,
past the
Dylan
ball.
Fortune, in the number 4
Black.
jersey.
Let's go.
He's carried really hard in that engine room for the US. There's Fortune with Sherman, who's also been good. And Kennedy, who's been very dependable.
Mane, you got the front.
Is Duke coming?
Yeah.
Wait, ref! Ref, a player's coming.
Are we all good with the subs? Okay, thank you. Let's go.
Both these two teams
Let's go.
had their preparations somewhat hampered by being locked down in their hotel on Wednesday due to planned protests in Nairobi. Managed to get back on the training pitch on Thursday.
One sideways.
These are the types of positions they've been training for, with Mackay going over again. He makes it. The hooker spotting the gap around the fringes. And Uruguay caught cold. The US extending their lead. And it is that man again. Good take from Sherman. There've been a few problems at line-out time for the US, but when they get it right, they can set up positions like this, and Mackay's burrowing to get the ball, rewarded.
I'm all good.
A man who wasn't even meant to be in the starting team at this point yesterday. Caden Christ having been out with an illness late on. Hugh Kennedy from the touchline. Unable to add those extras. So well timed. Deep kickoff from Uruguay. Might have been a foot in
Ball in
touch there.
Thanks, Ray.
I think there was. So that's a very good return. Again off Ricardo Amarillo restart. He's been on the money with those today.
Captain, let's go.
Difference. Francisco Garcia goes to the front. Uruguay's turn. They scored from a rolling maul earlier in the match.
Ball in touch.
In by Garcia. No real momentum, was there, from Los Teros under 20s.
Okay. Okay. Let's form the line out. Okay. Now 17. Move. Move. You happy with space?
Short
Great.
line out call.
Okay. Time off. Time off. Gotta move. Gotta move. Okay. Time back on.
Into the front. And now swiftly into the midfield. Bessag onto Fortune.
Stay.
Coming from Henry Duke.
Holding.
He's been pinged for holding on the floor.
First man on
Now
the
this will
ball.
be interesting to see what Uruguay do.
Clearly.
8 points behind, so they need 2 scores whatever.
Short.
And this is a very kickable position, so that will be the option selected for Juan Carlos Canessa.
Just move back a little bit and hands by your side. It's penalty. Hands by side.
If it goes over, reduce the deficit to just 5 points. Should be no problem for a man of this player's quality. Canessa on the money. Uruguay to within 5. And we've had
Okay, number 1.
couple of matches which
Yes, up.
has seen the writing on the wall for the majority of the game in the first 2 matches of the day. But this one is all to play for, as we see Jaden Brooks come on for the 2nd time in this match. Kick off from Santos. Taken by the blind side. Juan Ignacio Cambon.
Number 3. Number 3. Move back. Move back. Move back. Move back. You gotta get back. Use.
He's going to take his time and
Use.
borrow something from the senior game that we see so often, the Caterpillar. Made the most of that, hasn't he?
Yeah, foot in touch.
Extra time,
Ball
allowing
in
him
touch.
to go very long and putting it right on the line. Uruguay may even get the ball back from here. In fact, they have. It's an excellent kick. Corbin Smith catching it, but with his own foot in touch.
Time off. Time off. We got an injured player there. What number is it? It's part of the lineup. Time off. Time off, boys. Let's have a break.
Time taken for Juan Pedro Lorenzo to have a breather and receive some assistance.
Number 3.
All the time
blue.
slots to have going up at this point in the day,
Three.
in the heat of
You've been
Nairobi,
subbed.
is probably the toughest.
Let's go.
First kick-off of the day was 10 a.m. Temperature certainly wasn't too bad then. Then Kenya were facing Samoa in the midday heat from 12. First kick-off, 2 p.m. local time.
Time back on.
Uruguay get the ball back from the line out. Robust defence from the US. And it needs to be. Uruguay with the bit between their teeth now. Ball back on the inside from Storace. Now to the outside centre, Bloom. Rolls the first tackle and goes into the 22. Oblo digs for it. Short pass between the forwards. Those hands were nice from Bertini.
Roll away. Black. 12.
Less penalised for not rolling away in the tackle. Can Uruguay crank up the pressure like they haven't been able to do for around about 50 minutes of rugby? All over the US in those opening exchanges. Instead of going to touch, they go to the left and keep the pace high. Carrying forward was from Guillermo Juan Storace. Knock on from the USA. They'll be allowed to play this.
Number 19, come here. That's cynical, you're never back on side.
I wonder whether penalties at this point in the game will be turned down by Uruguay, or whether they might think right in front of the sticks.
All right, you can bring him on. Scrum down.
So the deliberate knock on, the reason that we're seeing Jackson Kane heading to the sidelines.
Time off. We got a boot. This time is bootlace. Time off. Time is off.
Solomon Williams returns.
Right, time back on. Crouch! Bind! Hold. Watch the space. Set! Hold.
Can Uruguay make this field position pay?
Use!
Oblo away to the left to Amarillo, scorer of Uruguay's first try in the match, but he knocks it on.
Ribba Black.
Fortune does the tidying,
Leave it.
and Solomon Williams
Stay blue.
will take his time.
Stop 17. Okay, you're good to go.
Has found touch as well, so the US repelling that attack from Uruguay well.
What number is it?
And Fortune,
17.
Dylan Fortune, this man on the floor, has run himself into the ground today.
He's part of the line out, number 5.
Run a fair few opponents into the ground as well.
Solo
So
to the mark,
aggressive in the carry.
Is he all right? What off? What off? Okay, time back on.
Tactically, it's interesting to see how the US will play these last 10 minutes, whether any ball they get will be kicked downfield or they'll try and
Not straight.
dominate possession
Scrum or line out.
from any part of the field. The fact their lead is 5 points, not 3 or less, means that they can, to some degree, afford to give away a penalty in a kickable position.
Let's go, boys.
With the sin binning of Jackson Kane, Uruguay have a man advantage now, 15 against 14.
Bind!
The previous yellow cards having expired.
Oh,
So still one remains for the US. And they're under the creek here as well. Uruguay with a scrum penalty.
straight in.
It's not a part of their game that they thought would be a strength here in Kenya. And yet,
18 black. There's your mark. On the 15. On the 15, yeah.
Alisho has struck that well, hasn't he? Gone for good distance and got it. 5 meters out go Los Teritos.
Let's go, boys.
Francisco Garcia of the Peñarol club will throw this in. Needing to find his man, and Uruguay needing to send themselves towards the line, but the US have pinched it. Mackay kicks forward. Knows he has to chase his own kick, and he's going to get it, the hooker. Brilliantly done. After that, the knock-on comes. So Uruguay will escape that. How on earth was Mackay the first person to chase that down? Everyone from Uruguay just stopped. A reminder for those of you that are tuning in to watch Spain against Hong Kong, China, that match is coming up at the conclusion of this one.
Step to your left, eh?
This one having a question mark over who will come out on top. Uruguay starting to
Hold it straight. 18.
gain a little bit of ascendancy. And the scrum is again forcing the US backwards.
Just get me the number. Standing up, number 2.
Oblo.
Binding.
Storace makes sure that outside backs can have a run, and they'll pick off the midfielders. Wonderfully done by Canessa.
Grab it.
Oblo. Lovely hands along to the right wing. Juan Gonzalez pops it back inside to Bloom. He has good hands onto Storace. They're now a metre away.
Get back. Advantage.
Los
offside.
Teros under-20s looking for the score to tie up the match. Oblo over to the left they go. The crossfield kick is in. Amarillo weighs it perfectly, and Dante Soto dives in. We are all square. The USA against Uruguay is going all the way. The substitute timing his first touch of the ball to perfection. Amarillo off the right boot. Little stutter to ensure he was well underneath it.
You've got 50 seconds.
To retake the lead, Juan Carlos Canessa. Oh, and he's done it. He's been on terrific form from the tee today, and his form holds. 33 points to 31.
Wait. Is it? No.
The US have kicked off.
Hey. Come here. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away.
They have another delay, and that looks like another heavy collision, this time for Pedro Oblo.
I didn't see that clearly, Mane. Did you see anything? No? Yeah. Yeah, he was just lifting.
Just dropping it from
Yeah.
the restart. That frustration meant that
Walk
he
away,
tried
knock
to
on.
clear the ball away. And
Okay,
glancing blow
let's go.
to the head.
Stand back on now. Knock on. Scrum down, black balls.
No other decision will be made other than a USA scrum. That knock on. That blow. Giving possession and opportunity right back to the US. Solomon Williams.
Hold. Keep the
Feed
binding
this
up.
in for the USA, and they're going to go backwards again. Williams gets it out. Penalty though to Uruguay. It's the scrum dominance which is causing the US problems.
Max over here.
And Mauricio's kick downfield. He's been able to send that ball so far today. Ricardo Mauricio, really good footballer.
Yeah. 1 and a bit to go.
Saw that setting up that last try, but we also saw his power scoring the first try of the game today.
Time off. Let's get in. Time off. Let's get in.
2.5 minutes remaining. And for those
Okay.
nerves to jangle a little bit more for
USA,
Uruguayan
just step out,
fans.
number 20, you.
And
Step out. Step out.
for USA
Okay, time
fans.
back on.
We're still down to 14. To the front they go. Martin Civetta
Stay last fit.
can go from Bertini.
Chain, watch it. Watch it. Block for me. Push back.
Pedro Oblak
Push back. Step
to
back.
bring in Thomas
Step back.
Kubero.
Tackle away.
Uruguay's replacement forwards wanting to show what they're about in these final stages, and this man's been doing it all game. Guillermo Van Storace
Away, tackler.
is the son of
Roll away,
Uruguay's
tackler.
coach.
Number 5.
He's had a
Tackler,
very,
number
very
5.
strong game.
Roll.
Now
We
please
still
for
have
calm.
15 seconds. Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
It's a great position to be in. Under a minute to play.
Yes, time is up. Time is up. Yeah.
Well under a minute to play. That will be that for Los Territos. They've beaten the USA 33 points to 31, a match which looked to have slipped from their grasp after they started in such style, but they pulled themselves back together to deliver the decisive blow. And they start their campaign here with a win. No team has appeared more times in the Under-20s trophy than Uruguay. They've won it just once though, in 2008, but they've got off to the best possible starts, not just the win, but the manner of the victory. And that wave of excitement that they've brought to the match today, and the boost they'll get from the nature of this win, will leave them in very, very good stead for their next 2 group games. For now, for today, there are just smiles on faces of Uruguayans as they've beaten the USA 33 points to 31. Do stay with us here in Nairobi. Our final match of the day soon coming up. Spain against Hong Kong, China.